Now, Stephen had mentioned the tropical chatter, right? The southeast coastline kind of commanding our attention, as we do have, of course, this lingering tropical feel. Showers and storms, and, of course, an area to watch from the National Hurricane Center. So as we take a look at the latest and what we're tracking from the NHC, we did just get an update from them, normal morning updates, nothing crazy. But this update is increasing the chances for tropical development. So now it's up to 40% over the next 7 days, a 10% shot over the next 2. This is a favored area that you can see development pretty much once you go into August. Everything's fair game. It's incredible, Stephen. I was looking at the map from NHC this morning. I was like, well, that says August. I mean, we just have so many spots that we're looking at. But let's focus on this spot because, of course, this would be a homegrown threat happening very close to land. Classic setup here with a stalled front. And as these areas of low pressure start to close off, what you wait for is to see what is fueling this. With fronts, you get the energy from that temperature difference. But if an area of low pressure can consolidate and kind of hang out over the water for a little bit of time, its focus and energy can start to be drawn from the warm water. You shed the fronts, and voila, you can have a tropical system.
Yeah, and suddenly you get a Dexter, right?
Yeah.
A Dexter has formed off this same boundary.
Chantal
as well. What's I guess new also about this tropical weather outlook is that we have an X marking the spot. I think that's the zone, at least this morning, that the Hurricane Center is paying attention to, and with those chances now increasing just a little bit, showing some promising signs. And I will say, as we head toward the weekend, this thing looks interesting. We'll see if it's nothing more than just a non-tropical low, but at the very least, it's going to enhance some rain, you know?
And it will also keep the beaches rough. The beaches have been rough because we've had, you know, multiple systems kind of up and down. I mean, Dexter causing issues for the Northeast this weekend. This also will cause rip current risk for folks that live in the Carolinas. So there's a look at the potential development. Those red flags are signifying where we have had development in the month of August, so everything is fair game. One important thing that we look at in terms of development, of course, is water temperatures. That's there. That's not a shocker. We have temps in the low 80s. That's what we anticipate this time of year. All you need is about 80 degrees, but you do need it to extend about 150 feet down in the water depth, and that is marked off the box. So let's talk about impact here. Of course, with disorganized blobs of tropical moisture, the impact is going to be heavy rain, and we've had heavy rain across this zone.
Yeah, that's the concerning thing, because with this boundary that's in place, and as we've seen from Mike, even though we may not get something tropical to develop, that pattern that we're still in is just leading to these rounds of rain. And
it can also lead to severe weather. I mean, we just showed you the Florida tornado that has happened in the last 24 hours. With this type of a setup, there's naturally going to be a little more twist out there, and we can see that pop up. So what's the next name on the list? Because we all know that Dexter's out there. The next name is Aaron. So we'll see how things patch together. This is not the only spot that we're watching in the Atlantic, but it is the one that is closest to the U.S. Again, heavy rain is the main focus here, especially for Florida. And please watch out for the rip current risk, especially if you're going to be traveling down to Florida. I think a lot of folks just go down there like, oh, this is paradise, it's wonderful, and you don't think about that danger, but it's there.
It's true. Yeah, going to be there and going to be hot today. Actually, South Florida under a heat advisory. Well, the tropics remain a big focus all week here on Fox Weather. The heart of hurricane season just around the corner, and the Atlantic, well, maybe finally trying to wake up. That includes the main development region. This is the zone where hurricanes form and travel thousands of miles. Sometimes they travel in the direction of the United States. Coming up, we're going to take a closer look at this area to watch way down south, and also why confidence is a bit higher with this wave. It's the busiest the Atlantic has been all year.